My crafty friends, how's everyone doing today? Welcome to my craft room. I'm here to do a little flip through of this little junky journal. And so let's get started. Let's just dive right in. So I've kind of explained this in the last few videos. If you haven't seen those, they're in my junk journal playlist listed or linked below my video. Just click on that and you'll open up and you could just pick whatever journal, videos you want to watch. But here's the outside with this little piece of stitchery. And I don't want to go into too much detail because I've already explained it a lot, but this I got from the thrift store, and the pages, the base is book pages that I've painted and covered and done things to. So they were book pages I didn't like, so that's why I'm considering them junky. This is not junky, but I wanted a pretty cover. So, and then here's the tassel I made out of things that I would consider junk. A tassel that I got from these are little pom-pom tassel that I got from a thrift store, believe it or not. I didn't make these. I got these from a thrift store, and I thought they were cute because they looked like they were supposed to be pom-poms. And the person, had a hard time here. They didn't turn out right. But I thought they were cute, especially for this junky junk journal. I tied knots up here to make it shorter, and it came out like so pretty, like I braided it or something, but it's just knots tied. It's removable. Here's the back that we covered with a shopping bag, and the this is sewing for the and you can't see it as much here because it's a darker back. This is painted here in back of this, painted, and if you didn't see that video, and these are sewn on with some zigzag stitch. And then I've got this pretty ribbon that I pulled out of my scrap ribbons. And then inside here, some more of that shopping bag. Excuse me, just one second. Let me take a drink. Sorry, it's morning and my voice is, I've got a frog in my throat, apparently. But yes, this is made out of shopping bag, and this page is too. Got a pocket here that isn't trash. Everything you consider, in here you can consider junky junk, except for I'll point out the stuff maybe that's not, because most of it's not. Most of it is junky junk, and just a couple things I put in here just for some pretty touches, like this fabric ribbon here I used as a pocket, and then scrappy tag. This is a piece of the ribbon that we cut off. This ribbon closure here. It's kind of like a pretty fabric ribbon. The color was so perfect. This is not junky junk. I wanted something, like I said, a few pretty things in here too. And this matched so well, the flowers on the front here. I wanted to use it when I saw it. I said, I have to use this in here. So this is a little scrappy, it's a little writing spot that I made out of a scrap. Just a simple little thing there. And these are my scrappy paper clips that I made out of scraps that I cut off of a tassel that was too long. So those I would consider, I mean, some people might have just taken that little pile of, little pieces and just thrown it in the trash, but I attached them to paper clips. This is the paper from a that was wrapped around a, ream of paper. And this is a scrap from this right here. This is packaging. So that's a scrap I cut off of that and made into a pocket there. Some little pieces that were kind of like scraps. This is just a little piece from a piece of stationery, and it was the word happy that I had cut off of that. I had to cut off for, cut a piece of paper down, and I just saved the happy. And then these are pieces from, I used some pages from a book, and then I was cutting things out, cutting pages down, and these little pieces of these little fish were left. And I could have thrown them in the trash, but I cut them into look like stamps, with the edging scissors. I cut them out and made them into these little pieces. So they're cute little, you could say they look like postage stamps or just little embellishments or whatever, but they're just, this one's really cute here, little gold colored fish. But anyway, those are all in there in that little pocket. This is packaging. And on the back here, well, it had this little piece here, for the packaging that, like where you hanging it up or whatever. I added this little yarn piece here from my scrappy ribbons box. And then I had these little pieces sitting here on my desk from cut-offs. This is a piece of the ribbon, and this is just some little pieces that we cut off of pieces that we put in here, and I put them all together and made a little cluster here. So I thought that was super cute. This is another little cut-off that I made into a writing spot here. Oh, it opens this way. And I added a little acetate flower on top of it there to make it pretty it up a little bit more. There's one of my paper clips there. And this is this little Ziploc bag that I put in here. And in here is, this is a Ziploc bag that was this is really packaging that something came in there in the Ziploc bag. And then I just tucked a couple pieces in there. This is a little envelope that I made and glued together and everything. I printed this out and made it a long time ago, and it was in my stash. And here's another one of the little fish. I think those are so cute. I love them. But I'm glad I got to use them in this journal, and someone will get to decorate with them if they would like. Or you can make little tabs out of them. They're backed with cardstock, so they're nice and sturdy. So you can make little tabs or whatever. So this is a cut off from the shopping bag that we turned into a flip up here. So you can see that color again. And then you have all this room to do something with. And you can decorate or write on here too. So that's another piece of paper that was wrapped around a ream of paper, a different one from the other one I just showed you. We added this little pretty piece here that's not really junk. And then this little envelope, not really junk, it's a little envelope that I made. But I thought it was so cute, I wanted to put it in here. And in here's a little tag that I made. It says first class. And it just fit in here so nicely. I wanted to put this combination in here. This is a little label from a can that says it's a luncheon loaf can that I had used. And I liked the colors of this label, so I kept that. And that ended up to be a page in here. This is from a gift bag right here. Little plasticky one. And then this is from the paper that was inside of a, scrapbook paper kit. The papery cover, and that's ended up being the pretty little centerpiece here. Oh, I think I've got, oh no, that's supposed to be there. Okay, yeah, it's paper clipped. I got paper clipped here, another writing spot, one of those scraps. I won't take it off because it's just like the ones I just showed you. It opens up, and then there's a little acetate flower there. So this is the back half here, same type of papers. Here's the back half of that label. This is the piece we put on. It was a little scrap from the shopping bag. And we put it here as a tuck spot, and it unfolds. And it was like the gusset, a piece of that we cut off the side, and it folded up like that by itself. And when I put it in here, I did it on video, so you'll see that if you haven't seen it. And I said it looked like a little tuck spot, so that's what I did. I just glued it on like it was. I didn't fold it like this. It was already folded like this. It was just a perfect little tuck spot, and tucked a couple of those. These are from the fish pages too. A little fish here, and then a little seahorse. So those are in there. And then let's see. That is some more of the paper that was wrapped around a ream of paper. This is some more of that paper from the reams of paper that I kept. Anyway, I did that one as a fold out. Let's see. So you got all that space. Put a little kind of tab here. This I had in my stash where I made this is me playing with my spirograph, and then I cut it out and made it into a little embellishment, and there's a little button in the middle there. So that's this side of it. And on this side, I have glued a little pocket. This is made from a scrap of scrapbook paper. And then this is made from a popcorn box. Just a little drilling spot there, drilling card. It's cardstock. It was made from a box. And then this is a little envelope I had in my stash. This is the other half of the Ziploc bag. And then this is just an envelope I had made. And I'm calling it, I put it in here because I almost thought of throwing it out because it's torn right here. So that's why I thought, well, maybe it could be considered junk. because even though it's really, I think it's really pretty, it's made from a book page. And it's actually sewn around. This was, I was doing a stitchery collab a couple years ago, and this was the stitch we were using that week. Blanket stitch or whatever this is called around here. And so I did it around this paper, made it into an envelope, added these little fall looking flowers, but it was torn right here. So I thought, I was thinking I should throw it out because it's torn. But I thought, well, then it would be considered trash. So that's why I put it in here. And I put a little bit of washi tape over the tear. So that is why it's in here in my Junky junk journal. A little, and I just let the flap kind of stick out like that over the top of the bag. And this is the composition book paper that I dyed with the paint that was left over from when I was painting these book pages. So it turned out to be a nice color that I liked. It kind of matched the flowers again. So I wanted to put a piece in here. And then this is a little file folder I made from, probably cut off from a map page or an atlas page or something. It's smooth, like it's from a book. Usually, well, it might be from a map, or a flyer, a pamphlet, a brochure. Not sure what it was from. I made it probably a few years ago. Been in my stash for a while. This was a little pocket I had in my stash that I made from scraps and things. This is actually, the base is a 3x5 Rolodex card covered with probably scraps, it looks like. So that's why I put it in here as a little pocket. And this was I already had it ready to go. I had this little piece of an index card in there that I had made like a little library card with. So that is there. And this is a belly band we made from packaging. And this is another little scrappy journaling card. I did add this ribbon here. It's like a little, what is this? It's a little tool, like a tulle ribbon that I sewed on there. And the back is covered with scraps too. So that is in there. And then this is the last page. Yeah, this is made from the shopping bag. And on here we have just a little, this was a scrap of ledger paper. And I had stamped on it here, this is a little bird in a bird cage. So it's a writing spot. And this is just an envelope, not necessarily junk, but I put it in here just for, a few little cute things. But you can either glue this closed or use it. It has lines in here, it's really cool. So you can write in there if you want and then close it up and have a little private journaling spot there. But that is there. There's several of these little decorated paper clips here. And then there's some more of that pretty trim on the shopping bag envelope, or not envelope, pocket there. And then this was a scrappy like tag that I made that was in my stash. Just using up scraps here. Made a little cluster, added to that tag. That was in my stash. All these things were already made. This is a piece of a napkin I put on too. It looks like a book page, and I don't know. I made these things were made a few years ago, and I have so many things, so much ephemera that I've made, that this is a great opportunity for me to use some. This was from a little, I believe it was a little gardening book, like a catalog, like a seed catalog. And it had pictures of flowers in there. And I made them into tags. This is cardstock on the back. But I made some of them, I just punched them out with my circle punch and made some little round tags like that. So that is the little Junky junk journal. I hope you enjoyed that one. I'll show you the beginnings of the next one. Here's a little envelope made from a Curious George page from a book. Made it into an envelope. And there's lots of goodies. I won't go through every one, but this will come with the journal. Lots of little bits and pieces here in there. So that'll be fun for someone to explore and, add to the journal with, I think. And the envelope is adorable too. So the next one, as I was making that one, I was finding pieces for the next one. So, because I have one more of, here's the beginnings of it. it's got a sunflower. It looks like a sunflower anyway to me. And it's painted too. And it's the book pages, book cover, and journal cover. And so that's the cover so far. I kept this here so I want to use these up. So some of those could go in here. Oh, I found this as I was looking through my ephemera. Since this one has yellow on the front, I found this little yellow journaling spot. So I put that here. It has a mushroom on the front, an acetate mushroom. And then I found this gift bag, this yellow gift bag. Or actually, it was a shop. It was I went to an event, and this was like a little, goodie bag that they were giving out at the event. That's why it's a gift bag with a label from the people that were doing the event. So, reusing that, I had kept it and stuck it into my gift bag stash. And I think that's everything I had found while I was making this one that I just showed you. Oh, wait a minute. Here's another thing. Another one of those little round tags. Those little flower round tags. So I had stuck that in there. I put that aside when I saw that. I was like, oh, let me get that. Let me get this. Let me get that. And put it away for this one. So I just stuck it right here on my table. So this is the beginnings of the next one. So stay tuned for this one. And when you see this video, this one will be in my shop. And if you're interested, if it's still there, you're welcome to it. And it's linked below, of course, my little eBay shop. So thank you for watching today. I hope you enjoyed the process and the flip through, and I'll see you in my next video. Have a great day.